People constantly invent and innovate. There have been a lot of successes and a lot more failures. Today, we're going to focus on a very popular and reoccurring failure, the perpetual motion machine. So we're going to dive into what a perpetual motion machine is, look at the base concept, review existing designs, and at the end we'll get together with some friends and take a crack at making our own. Before we get to that, please don't forget to subscribe. That really helps me out with making content in the future. Thank you. A perpetual motion machine is a contraption that tries to either run indefinitely or generate electricity with absolutely zero input. A closed loop of self-sustainability that will run forever. This is impossible because it defies the laws of thermodynamics by attempting to generate something from nothing, creating matter, as well as attempting to have a frictionless plane, which is also impossible. Energy will always find a way to dissipate. Through friction like noise and heat, all of these designs fail to take this into account because it would be impossible to. Still, that hasn't stopped people from trying, and it probably never will. The earliest recorded example is called the Basur Wheel, which is a wheel with a hollow... The earliest recorded example is called the Basur Wheel, which is a wheel with hollow spokes full of fluid angled downwards in the direction of the intended rotation. I'll put a picture right here. The idea is that the fluid will shift the center of gravity forwards on its axis, causing it to rotate. As it rotates, the fluid will shift to the outside of the spoke on the descent, and then back to the inside on the ascent. This won't work though, because the machine has to be placed into an overbalance to rotate. What it tries to do is shift the center of gravity off of the axis it's rotating on by having the fluid move to the outside on the descent. That's why the wheel is sloped downwards on the left side. The spokes are sloping downwards, so the fluid flows to the outside to shift the center of gravity and make this side pull down. Because the further something out on an appendage, I suppose it would be, the more torque it would exert on the axis, the rotating part. It won't work though, because the fluid, sure, it moves to the outside going down, but the fluid still has to be pulled back into the inside on the ascent. And because of the direction of the spoke, it's like it's having to scoop it up and drag it back up, and it basically generates an equal amount of torque in the other direction, causing the wheel to come to a stop. A lot of the more modern attempts have been less than impressive, to put it politely. If you were to take a good look at, Google patents, you would find a ton of people still attempting to patent their designs, most of which just being some kind of a wheel powered by magnets or gravity. A personal favorite of mine comes from an individual named Paul Wayne McDonald, purely because of how charming his presentation is. Hand-squiggled diagrams and paragraphs full of grammatical errors, and claims to be a caretaker of the earth, and the only one who has made a perpetual motion motor and knows how his machine works. I'll put up a little image of it right here. The diagrams he's written up, vaguely they resemble something like a radial engine that you would find on an airplane, with a 4-lobe cam in the center that pushes magnets in and out. Like the magnets, they push out towards a magnet with the same polarity, like a North Pole and a North Pole against each other, and then because of that they'll repel. The magnet being repelled on one end has to be stronger than the magnet being pushed on the other end. Stronger so it can push that magnet into the other magnet. And then that one has to somehow become stronger than the magnet that was previously stronger than it to push it all the way back. This won't work because the magnets are identical, and the only way you could really make that work is put an electric charge or a pulse through the magnet to temporarily flip its polarity or make it stronger, but that would just be an electric motor at that point, and that's not perpetual motion because that's an outside source. Now, I asked a few of my friends to design and pitch a perpetual motion machine to me. So let's take a look at how that went.
I pitched to you the guinea pig slurper.
The guinea pig slurper.
Guinea pig slurper.
All right, Chapman. It is not only my pleasure, but the utmost honor to be presenting this fascinating design here at this fine establishment.
Hello, sharks. I am here today before you to present a groundbreaking enthusiast idea right here that will make an extreme amount of money and will be an extremely prominent investment opportunity for everyone involved.
And, oh gosh. Thick. Hold on. Make it thick. Thick water falls down ladder like a waterfall. Ooh.
Yeah.
Water falls down like a waterfall. But, oh gosh, the water goes back up. Oh.
So as you can see here, if we take a look at the left, we have we have our boy, the rat.
Yes.
A little block of cheese, bro. The little piece of cheese over here, you know what I'm saying? Got some cheese tied over here with a little bit of, I don't know what you want to call this, bro, a noose? Like...
Noose?
I don't know, man. It's tied to him. It's got some rope. It's got some cheese at the end. You know what I'm saying?
What I have here is what most people would call a hamster wheel. However, there is a slight difference in my patent pending trademark registered invention right here, is that instead of a hamster that is relatively small and weak as hamsters are, we replace the hamster with a bear.
The water goes back up.
Yeah, and then boom. Guinea pig.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
They slip the water, but it's infinite water.
Infinite.
Like
water.
Minecraft.
Like Minecraft.
Oh my god. Minecraft. Now we're
Minecraft.
thinking with blocks.
So then you take, a rat with the cheese on a noose, and you put him into this comically large hamster wheel, right?
Yes.
And seeing as, he's got this cheese, he's going to want to go forward, he's going to want to, he's locomoting, he can give him some speed lines there.
He wants the cheese, but he can't get it.
Can't get it, and because he's on a treadmill, he'd never go anywhere. He'd never catch a cheese. He's never, and because it's like a circle. I chose a circular hamster wheel because it's a wheel, and just like this mouse's attempts, a wheel is pointless.
And then the bear will run on a bear-sized hamster wheel that will be connected to an electrical generator to produce energy. How will the bears be sustained? This isn't perpetual motion. The bear will eventually die. That is a good question. However, I have thought of every possible outcome to this. So we force the bear to have babies, and then we make the bear eat its own children for sustenance.
Boom, I pitch you another one.
Oh, yeah?
The infinite S.
The infinite S.
Oh wow. You can even dye the water. You can make it piss yellow.
Whoa. Controversial.
Your guinea pigs will be happy. They won't know the difference.
Does this fuel the guinea pig?
If you fill it with Powerade.
Powerade.
Or Red Bull.
Red Bull, infinite Red Bull water fountain to fuel your guinea pigs. I do have a question.
Yes.
Is the rat immortal?
Of course not. What you do is you simply get another rat, and you repeat the cycle. And you can create an infinite amount of rats as needed, because, they're rats.
Could you tell me how this machine is perpetual?
Well, the mouse never catches his cheese, so he never stops.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Since the bear creates its own food, you don't have to put any energy into the system, meaning this is a fully sustainable perpetual motion machine. So now, it's all about the economy of scale. So you make a lot of... you make a lot of And in turn, it generates a lot of electricity. And you then sell the electricity to consumers around the world, and you make lots of fucking money.
If you purchase this, I will give you a whole crate of 5-hour energy
A
for your
whole
guinea
crate
pigs.
of 5-hour energy. So if I buy now, if I invest now, I'll get a crate of 5-hour energy to fuel the guinea pigs.
Yes, down payment is $1 million.
$1 million. That's pretty good. So, I mean, for perpetual motion, that's a pretty sweet deal.
If you purchase the guinea pig liquor,
The guinea pig liquor.
I can throw in the infinite piss ass. It comes with free piss,
Free piss S.
but it's organic. It's guinea pig piss.
Oh, but they don't know the difference.
Yeah, I think they're colorblind.
Thank you for your contribution to the.
No, thank you. You're the one pitching to me.
Oh, I see. Well, you're welcome for the pitch and the design that you have created for this perpetual motion machine. I think I am going to invest $3 billion for 0.2% of the company, of the patent.
We got him, boys. I mean, oh, thank you so much.
All right, that was great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Newton's third law of motion is speed lines make the rat go forwards.
Yeah, and when the rat goes forward, the speed lines push backwards on the wheel, and that's what makes the wheel move.
I have a proposal.
Pray tell.
For 1% of the patent of your invention here, I will contribute a piece of cheese for 1%.
A singular piece of cheese?
Yes.
I don't know, man. Something tells the third law of motion here isn't motioning here, you know? Something tells me that's not
you
quite.
drive a hard bargain. You drive a hard bargain. 2 pieces of cheese for 0.25%. So that's 8 pieces of cheese for 1%.
I don't know, man. The second law of thermodynamics here isn't quite thermodynamicing, you know?
Okay, I understand. I can't lowball you anymore. I see you're too clever for that.
Yeah, unfortunately, you know, we have to keep the rat machine going, and how are we going to keep the rat machine going if we just can't get the cheese for these rats, you know?
That's true. Infinite cheese for 0.001% of this company.
Let's make it double infinite cheese for 0.00.
Okay, I can
Double infinite cheese, so I'll do...
So an incomprehensible amount of cheese for 0.001% of the company.
No. Double an incomprehensible amount of cheese.
Okay. I will... Alright, you have a deal.
Now, sharks, I'm sure this is very enticing to you, and it is an amazing opportunity to make money. That's why I am asking for $10 million for 0.1% share in my company today. I know, it's an irresistible offer.
Oh, fuck, this guy's a moron. He's selling for that little. That... What a fucking steal. Hey, man, I have a proposition for you.
Go for it.
For 1/1,000,000%, two quintillion schmackaroos, 2 quintillion Dobon honkaroos, I offer you an inconceivable amount of cash for your perpetual motion machine.
Ah, see, that's too low. Deal's off.
Those of you who made it to this point in the video, thank you so much for sticking around all the way to the end. I do appreciate that. Again, if you could be so kind, like, subscribe, comment, share, do all that good stuff. Or don't, I guess, if you didn't like it, if you don't want to. Do whatever you want, but regardless, please do try to have a